What the fuck you mean move forward, man? You want me to just get out of jail like these pussy ass niggas and just go forward and don't speak on shit? Just go forward and live my life. Just woo-de-doo. Yeah, I got blessed. They let me out of jail. Woo-de-doo, woo-de-woo. I can't. I don't know, man.
2 years trying to be healing, bro. You in there talking
How
shit.
the fuck I'm a heal in the midst of the fire? How I'm a heal in fire? Damn.
Do you believe Nicolandria?
What do you mean by believe NICOLANDRIA?
It's a relationship that a lot of fans online just decided that they saw a lot of connections between Nic and Orlandria when you and Orlandria were coupled up and when Nic and Sierra were coupled up. And it was like a movement that like people were just like, I don't know. We just decided they're obsessed with each other. That's what we mean.
Nic was one of Orlandria's picks day one. It was definitely like physical attraction there between both of them. Me and Nic spoke about it, and Nic asked me like, yo, do you care if I explore Orlandria? And I was like, no, like go ahead. So he went to explore her, they kissed. He came back and told me, he was like, you know, like ain't nothing there. Like we tried it and nothing's there. So I was like, okay, cool. But I think that was because at the time Sierra was still in his head, and for Orlandria, maybe I was still in her head. And then when they got coupled up the last time after Sierra left, you know, me and Nic had conversations about their connection or whatever, and he was like, you know, right now there's nothing romantic with our connection, but he's giving it a chance and see if it's growing. And then I left the villa, so I had no more update after we had that conversation. But from the looks of it, like after me leaving, it looks like, you know, there is something romantic there.
They at least seem to be open to trying it out.
Yeah.
What we are witnessing here is not mere gossip. It is a saga of pride, betrayal, and the collapse of fragile egos under the weight of ambition. Taylor stands before us, a man unmoored, raging at a world that has passed him by. He speaks of healing while still standing in the fire, demanding sympathy yet lashing out at anyone who dares to suggest he move forward. His bitterness is not just loud, it is deafening, spilling across timelines like a storm that refuses to break. And yet beneath all that anger lies the sting of betrayal. The revelation that Nic, once a brother, once a comrade in cowboy boots, may have flown out to Oklahoma not for friendship, but for study, rehearsing his cowboy swagger to perfect a brand deal with Sweet Green. Imagine the wound, Taylor's identity, his very cowboy essence, stolen and repurposed, monetized for another man's rise. That is not just insult. That is an existential robbery. But the cruel truth? Taylor was never destined to sit where Nic now reigns. Ace thought he would be the golden one. Taylor believed he could ride alongside him. And Nic? He was the afterthought. Yet fate crowned Nic king of the post-Villa empire, his fame not only surviving but thriving, his love with Orlandria unshaken, his priorities clear, her peace, her security, her heart above all else. Meanwhile, Ace and Taylor, once so confident, now look on from the sidelines, stranded in mediocrity. Taylor posts as if lashing out will rewrite destiny, when in truth it only exposes his bitterness. His Arby's paycheck is gone, his New York Fashion Week dreams evaporated before they began. Even the horse, the very symbol of his cowboy pride, turned against him, throwing him to the ground as if nature itself were rejecting his claim. And what of Nic? Stoic, reserved, refusing to be used as a pawn in others' desperate games. When surrounded by those who once called themselves brothers, his body betrayed the truth, detachment, disassociation, the quiet armor of a man who has felt betrayal too often. Only in the company of Austin did he relax, embracing him like a brother, perhaps because Austin alone did not play the poisonous game of envy and leeching. The irony cuts deep. Those who mocked Orlandria now watch her seize opportunity after opportunity, her star ascending while theirs flickers dim. Taylor, Clark, Ace, Michelle, they are no longer rivals. They are spectators, straining to keep pace in a neighborhood fun run while Nic and Orlandria sprint through the Olympic stadium of life. And so Taylor rants, Taylor crashes out, Taylor rages into the night. But the truth is merciless. He chose Clark. He chose his path. Now he must live it. No interview, no TikTok tirade, no bitter shade will undo what has already been written. For those who mocked the blessed and highly favored, beware. The last time Taylor raised his voice against them, a horse answered. The next time, it may not be an animal, but fate itself. Taylor is doing too much, and it's giving jealousy and desperate for attention. A lot of tea is brewing in the Love Island house. Subscribe to this channel for hot cups of tea.
Now, Taylor's not even outside the club trying to get in. Taylor's not even in the same city as the party. That boy's hurt. I'm just getting caught up on the Taylor video of it all. What looks like he is crashing out in like a basement in Oklahoma. And I think ultimately he is upset because I think Nic finally stopped fucking with him, which we all knew would happen at some point. But I think the final decision has been made and his feelings are hurt. We know how much he loved and adored Nic. I'm not also gonna get into the homo allegations of it all. I think that's unnecessary. I just know how much he loved his friendship with Nic, and Nic has finally said, "You're not a true friend. You've been towing the line. You've been, you did a watch party for that Ace podcast with Speedy." I think he's finally made a decision. I'm not fucking with you. I'm gonna be over here cultivating my relationship with Olandria. My one priority is Olandria, and you seem to be interfering with my one priority, so I'm gonna have to let you go. And his feelings are hurt. I hope after this video we can stop talking about him.
Like, I need to see the text between Ace and Taylor because, like, they're literally monitoring spirits. They're so bothered by Nic's new, like, clout. Like, I know, especially because Taylor and Ace are, like, fashion guys. So I know they're mad Nic is getting all these opportunities they wish they had. Like, their jealousy is so real. They might even start being friends with Sierra at this point because it's like they're trying to band together to, like, stop the program. But it's like, it's too late. NICOLANDRIA is bigger than the program. So either it's even too late for you guys to try and make amends because we know who y'all are. Like, the fandom knows that Ace is fake, Taylor's fake, and their girlfriends along with them are weirdos that are all like bitter and jealous over Nic and Olandria. Because if it wasn't true, they wouldn't be going through all this messiness and all this trouble just to shit talk them and talk down on their relationship. Like, just do your own thing. But it's giving they're not getting enough brand deals, or they're not even getting any brand deals and collab to keep them busy. So they're just like bored and watching Nic and Olandria kill Fashion Week and getting all these brand deals, getting their bag up, becoming richer than them, and they're like mad about it. It's like the smart play would have been to stay friends with them and be on the good side of the internet, but now you just took the L. Now your brand deal's gonna tank, your clout gonna tank, and in a couple months y'all are gonna be irrelevant, like, except for Nic and Olandria, and that's just tea.